So this is Dr. Gerard at Liquids Chiropractic in Forest Lake, Minnesota, and I want to talk to you today about a concept that is becoming more and more talked about, becoming more and more popular, and that is oxalates. What are they, and are they toxic to your body, and how do I avoid them? In fact, today I'm going to kind of skip a lot of that and go right to what are some of the top 3 or 4 high oxalate foods that you would never guess. Now, just a quick background on oxalate. Oxalates are essentially what a plant makes to protect itself so it doesn't get eaten, or whether it's by insects or by humans or whatever, and it creates almost an exoskeleton that becomes very difficult to digest. And so a lot of people will struggle with oxalates. It'll affect their GI system, it'll affect their kidneys where they'll create kidney stones. There's a million things that can happen with high oxalate levels, so you really truly want to avoid high oxalate foods. And I just want to give you just 3 real quickly that are really high in oxalates that unfortunately we've been told they're superfoods, and maybe they're not. The first one I want to talk about is spinach. Spinach is actually incredibly in high oxalates. It's one of the highest foods in the world in oxalate levels. And yes, there's a million things that are great about spinach, but when it comes to oxalate levels, it's not. And for a lot of you that are sitting out there right now, that can create a lot of issues. As just an example, if you create a lot of kidney stones, the first thing you want to do is cut out spinach. Stop them in your smoothies, stop them in your drinks, switch over to arugula or romaine or something green other than spinach. The second one I want to talk about are almonds. Now, listen, almonds are the rave. Everybody's is eating almonds, but almonds are actually really high in oxalates. And so whether it's almond milk, whether it's almonds themselves, you want to switch those over to something maybe like pistachios or something like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, something that's not as high in oxalate levels. The final one I want to tell you about real quick is the one that's the hardest to say, which is dark chocolate. Yes, we think, well, if we're going to have chocolate, we'll have dark chocolate, but dark chocolate is also high in oxalates. So cut that sweet tooth, get rid of the dark chocolate. Those are 3 foods that are high in oxalates that can be really hard on the human body. This is Dr. Gerard at Liquids Chiropractic. We'll see you soon.